and I am the voice of the voiceless.
That is undisputed.
Hey, this is TBK, Turnbuckle King here. Got another episode of Locker Room of Wrestling News, the Locker Room News for December 23rd. Got Sasha Banks return update, Charlotte Flair injury update. Thank you all for coming out. Now, before we cover these two main stories, there will be other stories that I'm going to cover. So, before we do that, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on in the wrestling world today. Let's see. All right. We got Grayson Waller say he jokes WWE live event ticket prices need to go up. See what he's talking about. Grayson Waller discusses the prices of admission for WWE live events. Sound like Grayson Waller's trolling again, and it wouldn't surprise me if he is, but let's see if he really is trolling or not. Let's see. It says, since making his way to SmackDown early this year during the 2023 draft, Waller has found himself an important member of the roster. As of late, Waller has been teamed up with Austin Theory on the Blue Brand. For those who remember, Austin Theory he won the Money in the Bank. He's a two-time United States champion. And since then, he's done absolutely nothing. He got beaten up by Kevin Owens in the face, and he's pretty much been lost in the shuffle. His career went downhill. In case you guys forgot who he is. Anyway, the brash young superstar is not afraid to speak his mind, has taken his talking skills and put him in several high-profile positions on WWE Blue Brand. While speaking to CW39 to promote an upcoming WWE live event, Grayson discussed the price of admission at the event, remarking that $20 is too little money to see him in action. Then he says, I quote, I'm a little upset to be honest. I was looking at, and it's $20 to get a ticket. $20 to see Grayson Waller. I'm a bit offended. I feel like it's not enough money. I still think the price needs to go up. $20 to see Grayson Waller. That's a bit of a steal. I'm going to have to make a call to Santa, he said. Then it says, as of this article of the writing, Waller's not advertised to compete on the live event on December 28th. However, he is scheduled to be at ringside for a bout between his tag team partner Austin Theory and Kevin Owens. So, Grayson Waller, he's actually a great talent despite him trolling. He did his thing on NXT. Before he left the NXT brand to get drafted to SmackDown, he was competing for the NXT Championship with Braun Breaker as champion at the time, and he was not bad at all, to say the least. So it's just he's been pretty much been, I don't know how the best way to put it, but he's been pretty much an ally to Austin Theory and his sidekick. That's what it seemed like to me. Just a sidekick to Austin Theory, and doing whatever he wants, but really not doing nothing significant, and have his little show Grayson Waller effect. But yeah, he's trolling again. That's what he's doing. He's just trolling again. That's exactly what this dude's doing. But anyway, this will be interesting that he's not on there. I'm still wanting to see what's going to happen with his character later on in the future. But Grayson Waller, of course, was trolling. But I think that's the end of that story. You guys let me know what you think of Grayson Waller and him trolling like that. All right. Let's end this story, and then we'll move on to the next story.
I'm back.
All right, so next story we have Tammy Stitch, formerly known as Sunny, files appeal for length of prison sentence in DUI manslaughter case. Man, we got some good news at the locker today. Well, thank you guys for coming back to the lockers. Tammy Stitch, public defender, has filed an appeal on the length of her sentence in the DUI manslaughter case. Per PWI Insider on December 20th, Stitch counsel filed an appeal regarding the length of her sentence. Stitch, whatever the hell her name is, was scheduled to 17.6 years in prison after being found guilty in the death of 75-year-old Justin Lassiter while driving under influence. Yeah, you lucky they give you life for up here hurting, killing, taking people out like that. Now it says the full filing that's been filed, but she did take a man's life. And rest in peace to Justin Lassiter. Man, it's just messed up that happened. Caused the passing of this man. Let's see. It says that hereby given to Marilyn Stitch, defendant appellant of this court, read dinner on November 27th. It said the nature of the order is a final order of the defendant guilty of the following: DWI manslaughter count 1, driving while life suspended with count 2, DWI with damage to person count 3, DWI damage to person count 4, DWI to damage to person count 5, DWI to damage person count 6, DWI with damage to count property count 7, and DWI damage property count 8. Sentenced her to the count 1, 7 years of Department of Corrections, followed by 8 years probation with fines, court costs, and standard conditions, living permanent, driver license suspension, alcohol safety education course, victim awareness program. Count 1 is to be served consecutive to count 2. Man, this is terrible. Oh man. Let's see. Let me read the rest of this. Count 2, 10.6625 years Department of Corrections with credit time, served for 566 days. Count 3, 364 days jail with credit 364 days. It says upon her sentence last month, Stitch attorney stated that her intention to file this appeal. Stitch was transferred to a prison facility in Ocala, Florida on the same day that our counsel filed her sentence appeal. If the appeal is successful, Stitch will receive a reduction to her over 17-year sentence. Stitch still faces a civil lawsuit regarding the passing of Lassiter, but as of this writing, there have been no updates since the lawsuit been filed. Man, sunny days really become dark for her. This is ridiculous of what's Sunny has become. She was considered the first WWE diva, and now she may possibly serve 17 years in prison for DWI and causing the death of a 75-year-old man. This is sad. This is really sad. And like I said, sunny days have become dark and lonely for Tammy Stitch. Really has. I really hope, regardless of the outcome may be, if she gets her filing or not, I really hope she gets her life together. Because not only she caused someone to lose their life, she could have took herself out, could have been kids out there, anything. What if that man had children in the car? But I really hope she gets herself together, because it's just a shame of what she has become. Consider she was a WWE diva, a Hall of Famer. Now she's just definitely a shell of herself. Look at her. She definitely lost her looks. She definitely hit the wall. She gained all this weight. I mean, this is the perfect definition of a wall-hitting woman. And not just looking physical-wise, but her life. She has an alcohol problem, driving on license, suspended license, and taking someone's life. This is the pure definition of a woman hitting the wall. Shut. But I really hope that if she gets her life, because she don't. If they do give her this appeal, if she does again, it could really be way more time in prison. It could probably take her own life if she's not safe. So Tammy Stitch, Sonny, you need to get yourself together. This is sad, to say the least. It's just sad at what she's become. It's a shame. You guys in live chat and comment section, let me know what you think of this. This is sad. This woman is literally a shell of herself, and she's deteriorating day by day. It's just no excuse for this garbage. Yes, Tammy, I have nothing else to say regarding this, but this will be the end of the story of Tammy Stitch files for appeal. Now we're going to move on to the next story. Before we get to the double main event, we got one more story to cover, and then we'll cover the double main event stories. So with that being said, let's cover those stories now.
I'm back.
All right, next story we have today in the locker room. Deonna Purrazzo says she'd like to face Io Sky in WWE. Details how story could be really cool. Let's see what Deonna Purrazzo was talking about. Deonna Purrazzo would love to face either Io Sky or Rhea Ripley. And Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are currently the world champions for each brand. Io, the WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown, and Rhea Ripley, the WWE Women's World Champion on Raw. On the first day of 2024, Deonna Purrazzo will become a free agent in the world of professional wrestling. As it currently stands, Purrazzo's path in the future is currently unclear, but there's a group of fans that expect the star to possibly make a return to the WWE. Let's see what else is going on. While speaking to Gabby LaSpiza of Gabby AF for a recent interview, or Gabby as Purrazzo asked if she'd rather face off against Io Sky or Rhea Ripley in WWE. In her words, and I quote, "That's tough, Rhea or Io, right? I wish I could choose both. Yes, when asked if she worked both of them before, I wrestled Rhea a ton of times. Just on the NXT house show loops, we wrestled for the NXT UK Championship in the main event of NXT UK, where Rhea defeated me. So if I feel like it's that, if we know each other very well, then it's also Io, who I've wrestled in Japan a ton." That's interesting. I didn't know that. I knew Deonna was in NXT, and she was pretty much enhancement talent before she went and moved on to Impact, or TNA, should we call it now. We actually were in the same PC class at the same time, July 2018. So we came together, and I feel like it will be really cool story to tell too. Look like we've gone to do while you stayed at WE. Now I had to leave and redeem myself a little bit, and now come back for your championship. I feel like that would be a really cool story. So I feel like my answer is Io, and that's the rest of she said. But who would like to see Deonna Purrazzo possibly rejoin the WWE? Yay or nay? You guys let me know in the live chat comment section. Is she someone we want to see, and should she face off against Io for the WWE Women's Championship? My opinion on that is as great as Deonna Purrazzo has, and she has been, great in TNA and did her thing. I don't think we need her. WWE's already has a stacked roster. We got Bayley, Io, Rhea, Charlotte, she's hurt. Becky Lynch. Jade Cargill's gonna debut soon. We got Shotzi's coming up. She's doing her thing. Underrated. Bianca Belair, obviously. And then we got women's, and then we got the NXT, have good women's division as well, with Tiffany Stratton and and Roxanne Perez and others, and then the great tag team division. I don't see where Deonna Purrazzo would fit in. Would it make sense for you to come back to WWE? And I think she does come back now following her free agency, beginning of January 2024 on the first day of the new year. Would she get lost in the shuffle with WWE following the women's division? And I believe she would. I don't think she'd be nowhere near as far as she did in TNA. It's a lot of competition out there. Competition is very fierce. I mean, we're in the wrestling world now where everyone's stepping their game up. It's a lot of competition. WWE stepped their game up. Everyone, all the performers, men and women, have stepped their game up. Deonna, I don't think this is the right time for her to come back to WWE. And then you were with WWE, as she mentioned in the interview, you were on the NXT developmental division. You didn't even make it to the main roster. I think she got released. So I don't think it would be best for business, as they say, for Deonna Purrazzo to come back to WWE at this particular time. Maybe she goes to AEW. Granted, enter with caution. AEW, everybody get hurt over there, so you're taking a big chance going to that Mickey Mouse operation, or just re-sign with TNA. Or maybe go to I don't. There's not many options for her. AEW would be the only other option. I know she's not going to NWA unless she go back to Japan, which I highly doubt. I just don't see her fitting into the WWE Women's Division right now. The roster stacked. WWE have their people that they need, not just on the men's division, but the women's too. I don't see where she would fit. It wouldn't make sense for her to come to WWE right now. She's pretty much going to be jobbing out to Io or Rhea or Bayley, Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, whoever. I just don't see that happening with her. I'm not taking nothing from her. She's talented now. She did a thing in TNA, knockout women's champion. They just make the move to WWE. It's a big jump. You're going from a big fish in a small pond to a big, much bigger pond. So I don't see that happening. But that's all I have regarding this particular story of Deonna Purrazzo. When she faced Io Sky, she came to the WWE. Now we're going to head to our double main event, and I will cover the first story. And I believe that first story would be, we're going to talk about Charlotte Flair. So let me head over to that story. Give me just a moment, and I'll be right back.
I'm back.
Mr. Goodbread Reaction, thanks for coming out. Salute to you. This is part one of the double main event of stories today. Charlotte Flair spotted on crutches at CMLL event, and Charlotte Flair is waiting to get surgery. As we all know, that Charlotte Flair is out, and she's going to be out for an extensive amount of time, 9 months, could be longer. But I do have the Charlotte Flair injury update. Let's see what's going on. Said although Charlotte Flair is on the sidelines, that she has not stopped her from supporting her husband in his pro wrestling career. Sidelines, Flair is out of action after tearing her ACL, MCL, and meniscus a few weeks ago on SmackDown in a match with Asuka, and Flair did a spot in the corner, seemingly twisted when falling, and immediately grabbed her knee. But despite that, she managed to continue on through the match, clearly injured, but she needed assist to get back to the back during the commercial break. She's slated to have surgery next month. So Charlotte Flair will have surgery in January. That's the update, but there's more. Flair is one of many WWE stars to have signed a new deal with WWE for more money and keep them in the company for 7 more years. Flair joined the likes of Bayley, Rey Mysterio, and others to do this. Now, Flair was in attendance at the CMLL event at Arena Mexico on Friday night with her husband, real life husband, Andrade El Idolo, who used to be in WWE, currently in AEW, was working a match when he teamed with Esperanto Jr. and Brillante Jr. to take on Vidalo Jr. at Madness. Madness, that used to be Nick Aldis' wrestler name. But I know that wasn't him. Meanwhile, it says on tonight's collision, he was Andrade is going to face Eddie Kingston, Blue League Continental Classic Tournament match. And this is her at the event supporting her husband. And I think we have the footage for that. Let's see. Had that right now. Let's play that bad boy right now. Okay, as we see there that Charlotte Flair was at the event. People recognized her. She was on crutches, if you saw a little clip there. But she was supporting her husband. I know, she was very happy to see her husband perform of sorts, so that was a good thing. But Charlotte Flair, as I stated before, will have surgery next month in January. So right here, she getting surgery next month. So she will have surgery soon. And hopefully, she has a very successful surgery. And of course, we know she will return to WWE. Now look here, this is the thing with Charlotte. I know she's a little overrated. I know she's the most decorated wrestler. But when she does come back, can you please, WWE, if you're hearing right now, please don't put her immediately in the title picture. Can you at least put in the mid card or something? You even got to put in a tag team. Just keep away from the title picture. That's all I ask, please. But that's you guys will let me know you think of the Charlotte Flair being spotted on crutches at the event and scheduled to get surgery next month. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, that's all I have regarding the Charlotte Flair story on her injury update. And the thing about it is, we know it's going to be in January now. But this is the end of the story, and I will pull up the main story of the evening, which is Sasha Banks, known as Mercedes Moné.
I'm back.
All right, so the second part of the main event for the stories of the evening in the locker room news. We got here Mercedes Moné captures attention with cryptic WWE themed post. As we see, this was posted today. Let's see what's going on. I know there's been stories of Sasha Banks coming back. I know she asked for a lot of money to come back and be on the same deal as Charlotte Flair, despite being injured. I guess she was copying off Charlotte Monkey See Monkey Do. But let's see what the update is. This is an update of Sasha Banks' WWE return. It says WWE lost Sasha Banks when she and Naomi walked out in May of 2022, but now rumors may say that she may be on her way back. It appears that her recent social media activity could be leaning toward that as well. Mercedes Moné logged to Instagram and she proceeded to drop photos of her Funko figures. These are all WWE branded, leading many to wonder what the motivation was behind these posts. Mercedes Moné is no longer under any New Japan Pro Wrestling contract. Interesting. Let me highlight that. It's no longer under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Only time will tell where she ends up next. These are currently cryptic posts that point towards WWE being her mind. AEW no longer has a working plan to bring in Mercedes Moné. At this time, it's up in the air, but she is not going anywhere without every payday. It was reported that Mercedes Moné is going to want even more than Charlotte Flair. As I mentioned a couple minutes ago, she just received her contract extension. The big question is WWE, whether WWE will pay her what she wants, and I say no. But you can check out her post here on Funko below, and this is it right here. This is her name, Mercedes Moné. This is her old Sasha Banks character of the Funko, and she did this 6 hours ago. Posted here. That's one post. This girl lost something. I think she about to come back. She better get it with that. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see. The other post. That damn blue hair. Anywho, let's see what the other post she did. And it says right there. At the Mercedes Universe. All right, so that is all of the posts that she put up. But since she's teasing her to turn again, here's the thing. The question I have is, should WWE welcome Sasha back with the wild salary request? That is the question. Let's see what we got. Let's see what Goodbread says she posts too much. I agree. She does. That's 3 posts she did in a day. And the thing about it is, Sasha Banks, I think when Sasha Banks, Booker T touched on this, and I believe that that her going to New Japan Pro Wrestling it didn't better her, it made her worse. Look what happened when she went to New Japan Pro Wrestling. She got injured. Her stock has dropped. She went to AEW, and supposedly she was at All In, made an appearance, and her flight out there to London was paid for by AEW. They accommodated her, showed her on the screen, and there were talks then of her going to AEW, but we've seen that those talks have failed. And I feel like she used AEW just to get a buzz. She knew she didn't want to go over there, and I think she did that to get to WWE, try to get their attention. Now, fast forward, she's going to WWE, want to, with these posts and talking to them in the contract negotiations, try, see where they could come with a good number for her to come back. And that really was a slap in the face to AEW. That really upset them. That's what made them say we don't want to deal with her no more. Once they found she tried to go WWE, and once AEW figured out they were being used by Sasha Banks, and now she's posting these crazy ass Instagram photos of all this stuff. These toys are old, can't even get them no more. And now it feel like she's dying for attention. That's why I feel like it is with Sasha Banks. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I believe that Sasha just wants attention, and she's doing anything she can to get signed by WWE, despite her crazy wild number that she wants, whatever the case may be. And you haven't wrestled WWE in almost 2 years, and you've been injured since you left. Your stock has dropped, and you're just bouncing all over the place. And I believe that her stock has continued to drop. And Booker T, he said this on his podcast. He said that you go to New Japan, it didn't do nothing for your career. If you don't gain a name in Japan, you have to have an established name in Japan. And it really hurt her. I mean, and then she dragged Naomi down with her. Granted, we know Naomi's a grown woman, but she tried to drag Naomi down with her. However, Naomi is doing her thing at TNA. She's the Knockout Women's Champion, and her stock has risen. Now, I can see her coming back, and I guarantee you that Naomi's not going to want no crazy number like Sasha did. I mean, honestly, if you compare Naomi and Sasha, it's really neck and neck. They both were tag team champions when they left. They both were world champions while they were in WWE, and they both have popularity level. Sasha, okay, a little more popular than Naomi, but Naomi was there before Sasha. So Sasha really has no leverage anymore that she did back in May 2022. She don't have leverage like she did before. And I think she really, really fumbled the bag, not just with New Japan, whatever she's trying to do over there, also with AEW, and also currently with the WWE. And what she has to realize too, this is not the same WWE that it was when she was there in 2022 with Vince McMahon. She really left right before the change of management happened, and I don't see new management want to do anything with her. They're not going to push her like she thinks she's going to get pushed. It'll definitely be a different ball game with Sasha Banks, and I think she just ruined her chances. But you guys in the live chat in the comment section below on the playback, let me know what you think of Sasha Banks trying to teach WWE return again. She did this a few weeks ago, and I posted a video about that. Now she's doing it again. Now she's posting her old action figure toys, Funkos, whatever, on Instagram. And I think it's too much that she's doing. She needs to slow down and just stop and think about what she's doing, because she's just very, very undecided and bouncing all over the place. And that's all I have regarding the stories in the locker room of wrestling news today. I thank you all for coming out. Locker room of wrestling news. We're at the lockers now. We're about to leave the lockers, go back out to whatever you guys do, which is rest up, Christmas shopping, or working on something else outside of it, watch TV, whatever the case may be. Just be safe, because this episode is about Sasha Banks' return update, Charlotte Flair injury update. Thank you all for coming out. We got Christmas Eve tomorrow, then obviously Christmas and the New Year. Happy holidays to all. Be safe. Soon 2 videos will pop up. One will be Kevin Owens' Always Crazy t-shirt incident. The next video will be former women's champion career-threatening injury. Until then, it is OUT.